Hey Dan, Jimbo was just talking about the veteran offensive line play this year, and how it's kind of a big part of this team's identity. Uh, when you look at preparing for Arkansas and the success you guys had the past few weeks, how important is it for you to keep that pass protection up against a team like Arkansas that has caused a lot of turnovers so far this year?
It's always important to keep pass protection up. Obviously, you want to keep your quarterback off the ground and able to complete passes. So every week that's emphasized, and just like no other week, it'll be emphasized this week.
And could a quick follow up? When you look at this week playing Halloween night at Kyle Field, is there any sort of excitement around there? Just the fact that you're playing back at home and on a Halloween night, kind of unique.
100%. I don't know if maybe my freshman year we played um, Mississippi State Halloween night. So that might have been the last game I think we played on Halloween or close to Halloween. So yeah, I guess I mean always game atmosphere at home. Always excited, and obviously we get Arkansas here instead of at AT&T Stadium, so that'll be fun as well.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Zach Taylor from WTIW.
Dan, you've been a part of this rivalry with Arkansas for a few years now. So, what is it that, uh, basically makes these games go right down to the wire? Why do you think that is?
Um, just the competitive spirit. Both teams, obviously, both teams want to walk out victorious. So, just fighting to the end is what's important, and I think that's usually what makes those games a battle.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to Owen Buchanan from TexAgs.com.
Yeah, hi Dan. What is it that's better? Why are y'all better as an offensive line this year? And does it even seem surprising, even to you, that y'all have only allowed one sack?
Just the mindset that we came in with this offseason, after last season, this camp, this summer, this season, all around, we wanted to get better. We knew we had to get better, and I think that's the reason we've improved. Just the mindset.
Does it seem odd though that y'all have only, as someone who's a part of that, that just one sack all year long? Does that even surprise y'all?
It doesn't. I knew what we were capable of. We all did. So,
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Chuck Carlton from the Dallas Morning News.
Yeah, just curious, looking at your line, you've got, four guys who've been there a long time starting. How important is that, I guess, in developing cohesiveness, knowing what, the guy next to you is going to do, and just kind of having that kind of seen it all kind of mentality? Does that play into the cohesiveness we've seen from you guys?
oh yeah, chemistry plays a big part in football, especially offensive line. You're playing beside the same people every day. Knowing someone's tendency, the way they think, the way they move, their strengths, their weaknesses, all of that plays a part in it. And communication is a huge factor as well. So having that experience with one another and being able to play beside each other in the past, that definitely is a huge reason.
All right, let's go to Gabe Bach from TexAgs.com.
Yeah, Dan, I'm not sure how much you've got a chance to watch Arkansas yet, but in what areas do they appear to be most improved on defense?
I see a very disciplined team. I see a team that fights to the last whistle. They're physical, for sure, and they play as a team. So it's gonna be huge this week for us to rally and be able to execute.
Next up is Mike Lucas from KAGS.
Hey Dan, two-part question here. One, how beneficial is having a bye week almost exactly midway through the season for you guys to regroup and fix some things? And then two, what'd you learn most about your own team during this most recent bye week?
It's always huge during the season for a bye week. Obviously, we got guys banged up and bruised up, and we need guys to come back. And just so happens it falls almost in the middle of the season, which is, I guess you could say, nice. And I don't think we use this as a week to take off. I think we use this as a week to get better. Like to refer to it as a work week. So definitely found out that we want more. That's what we found out about ourselves this week.
All right, we got two more questions for you. Brent Zwerman from the Houston Chronicle, and then Chip Howard.
Dan, I wanted to go back to 2016 and ask you, out of Westbrook High School, what was it that caused you to ultimately choose Texas A&M? Was there one overriding factor or a couple, and over who? Who were maybe finished second and third for you?
I think one of the main things was playing in the SEC, being able to play close to home, and Jim Turner had a lot to do with that. And really just wanting to play in my home state, man. So my people could come and see me play every Saturday, and making a 40-year commitment, as some like to say, to the Aggie program.
Being in Beaumont, you're a little closer to the SEC than a lot of people, huh? Being in that area, you probably had a little more inclination toward it. Would that be accurate?
That would be accurate, I guess you could say.
Okay. Hey, and also you're kind of proof that stars don't really mean much in the recruiting process. You know, you've started a little bit in each of your 4 years. When you're like say a 3-star guy, is that something you use as motivation in high school and say, hey, I'm going to prove these guys wrong?
I wouldn't really say that because it's something I really never paid attention to. I came in here with a chip on my shoulder. I don't really have a belief if stars matter if they do. I'm speaking for myself. Like I said, I just really never paid attention to it.
Seems kind of crazy. You are playing almost a full season, but you still have the opportunity to come back for another year. Is that something you even consider?
I think it's a good option. It opens doors. So
you'll just decide that later?
It opens doors. I'll leave it at that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, and we'll finish it up with Chip Howard from Sports Talk.
Dan, how many guys on the team do you think are aware of the history of A&M and Arkansas going back into the 1960s in the old Southwest Conference? Do you think many guys know about that?
I'm not sure, but I will say that Arkansas is an opponent we have to face, so we're looking at them like we would any other opponent.
Do you feel like that since you've been here that maybe they've taken it, I want to say more seriously, but more intense than you have in a couple of games?
Every game's a big game. You don't take any game lightly. You look at every game the same. So.
Thank you.
All right, that's all the questions we have for you, Dan. Thank you.
Appreciate you.